Well, with Hollywood now in ashes, literally, because of companies like Disney and many others, um, most people they looking at overseas, like places like Asia, and Korea and Japan for content, whether it's live action or whether it's anime, or even even a replacement for comic books, which is manga. Manga has been doing a fantastic job here in the U.S. itself. Now, the thing about it is that in Japan right now, you have a couple of politicians that are pro anime and manga, especially now the way things have been going as far as how much that that anime and manga are trying to be shut down by those on both sides of the aisle, saying that it's CP. Even some guys on YouTube and Rumble, they've criticized anime, saying it's just only perverts are supposed to be watching this, but they don't know truly the anime and manga aficionado, the fans of it. It's been around for many years. It's been around since I was a kid. But now recently, like I said, in the Japanese government, you have those that are being elected that want to push anime and manga as far as exports into the U.S., increase it, and also change some of the situations where some of the people working in the industry get a better pay, to the situation. And that's a problem that's happening there. But from the Japan Times, we're going to read into this. Japan to boost support for anime and manga exports. Japan plans to step up support for the export of anime, manga, and other Japanese content while helping content creators expand overseas. In a draft unveiled of a revised action plan for Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, a new capitalism initiative the government touted, Japanese content also includes games and music as proud assets of Japan. It's indicated that it will draw up a strategy to boost the content industry and promote efforts under the strategy through public-private cooperation. The Japanese content industry has grown enough to compete with the steel industry in the terms of export value. In 2022, the overseas sales of the Japanese content totaled 4.7 trillion yen, compared with 5.1 trillion yen for the steel industry and 5.7 trillion yen for the semiconductor industry. So you could see how much money that it's growing continuously for just this part of the industry alone. The content industry is also bringing economic benefits through tourists visiting places related to anime and other works. The government will accelerate efforts to further develop the content industry by strengthening command function for the industry. Meanwhile, the content industry faces challenges such as a delay in promoting the digitalization of music and other fields, long working hours, insufficient returns of profit to workers involved in content production. As I said before, these are the situations that have been happening. At a meeting of the government's new Capital Council in April, award-winning Japanese film director Hirozaki Kurita, whose works include Shoplifters, cited challenges in working conditions and talent development and asked for government support. To strengthen command functions for the content industry, the government will set up a public-private panel of content creators and officials from related government departments to discuss measures to improve working conditions and combat piracy, and to consider a support system. The government also plans to establish a support framework dedicated to the film industry and integrate budgets for related measures, which are currently divided between culture and industry ministries. On improving working conditions, the Japanese Fair Trade Commission will conduct a fact-finding survey on trade practices in the music and broadcast sectors with a view to correct inappropriate contracts between creators and talent agencies and establish a system for returning profit to creators. And this is true. There are those who have taken advantage of the situation. And in the industry itself, there are people making money, but not the right people, not the people that are drawing or creating this manga. All that. We've already seen one creator who had committed suicide because of this situation. It's still being investigated, but her series, her live action series, is supposed to be coming out very soon. It's that belly dancing show where girls, office worker by day and belly dancer at night. That's supposed to be coming out soon. But because of the negotiation and what's going on, it drove her to suicide. It is not an easy industry. I mean, whether you're in the East or in the West, animation, Hollywood, all that is never easy. Even content creation, here, YouTube, Rumble, whatever, people think it's just, they hear the stories of people on many different social media sites and say, oh, they're making money, this isn't that. Not really. Not really. I mean, we're barely cracking just now in Rumble. I mean, we're on monetization on Rumble, but, still, we are not making the money that we should be. But the thing about it is, it's a lot of hard work. And, the thing about with us is that we've done this before. We've been in that direction where we've worked hard to try to get ourselves, situated in the business. And that was in our public access days. It was never easy. There was always obstacles to slow us down. And sometimes it includes Hollywood, broadcast television. Those entities have tried to stop us before on public access. Some of the creators I worked with, they had Time Warner go after them. Back in the old Time Warner days when they ran one of the large cable services here in New York City. And that went to court. Because that violated, I mean, even the judge was saying, some of the things that were happening is totally insane to that point. And, and there are people, those, like I said, in the Japanese government that are seeing this, and they've been elected into office to try to remedy the situation. But also remember the content that's been coming out. Manga's been doing a lot of money. Anime has been doing a lot of money. One thing that Japan needs to do is to curtail those actors in this business that are trying to interject their own politics into, change the creativity of what was originally made, and they try to put their emphasis on there, which they shouldn't. It should be always the way the creator meant it to be, not to what someone says, well, it should be this way, or it should be made for the modern era, or DEI and all that. Or why don't we have enough of this particular minority on there? That's none of your business on what we put onto there, how we do it. If you feel that you want to put certain people or certain subject matters, go do it yourself. There is no excuse. There is no excuse for you doing it. And do you know why they won't do it? It's because that they basically will sit back and criticize us because they want to destroy, the good stuff that people do enjoy out there. They don't care about creating. Look at what happened to Star Wars and the Acolyte. Look what they've done to Star Wars. Star Wars is not Star Wars anymore. It's Disney Star Wars. It's not George Lucas's Star Wars anymore. It hasn't been for a long, long time now. Go back and look at the influences that George Lucas had to help create Star Wars, and look at what they're doing it today. When you hear it, the Force is female and stuff like that, that was never pushed upon in the original Star Wars on there. It was an adventure. It was a tale of sort of like Knights of the Round Table type of, on there, trying to save the princess to the situation, even though this princess was strong, because they said, oh, she was weak. No. Princess Leia, she handled herself, but she didn't need saving. Doesn't it? You know, even Han Solo needed saving from Jabba the Hutt. You know, in Return of the Jedi. You know, this is not uncommon. You know, go back and watch. In fact, go back and watch some of the Japanese movies that there was the influences to George Lucas on that. Hidden Fortress. Go back and watch that. You know, look at some of the Kurosawa stuff on there. It's fantastic. These are the stories that are given out. This is what they don't understand. They don't understand the stories themselves. They say, oh, it's sexist and this and racist and stuff on there. You know, it's part of white supremacy. No, it's not. Stop interjecting these word salads. You don't like it, you don't have to watch it. Plain and simple. When will they learn this? They're not going to. They're not going to until everything is burnt down to the ground. But see, you know the difference is now we have people that will go out and create their own. Ask Eric July. He's created his own business. He created his own comic. I mean, Todd McFarlane is creating a figure from the Yaria comic for him. You know, so go figure that. So comment below. Let me know what you thought about this from Japan on them boosting anime and manga. You know, because you know you're going to have those naysayers out there that are going to be saying, oh no, we can't have that. It's all CP and stuff like that. So tell me in the comments below. Let me know. Don't forget to like, share this video, and maybe today's the day I've earned your subscription. Thank you for all your support out there. Do stay tuned to the end of this video where you can learn on how you can further your support for this channel on there through our t-shirt site, and also possibly maybe you might want to just buy us a cup of coffee. So until next time, thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.
Thanks for watching, commenting, and sharing this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe as this helps the reach of this channel. Finally, as a content viewer, you have the ability to help support this channel as new internet laws around the world will diminish our reach and affect our sponsors. If you choose to help, there are two ways listed in the description below. The first link will lead you to a pay site where you can make a monetary donation. The second will lead you to our gear shop where you can buy shirts, mugs, and other gear. Discounts will be listed on the site. Once again, thank you for watching and your support.